Amid all the gleaming carbon and glitzy 21st century tech, it's perhaps the one piece of kit the riders rely on the most to get them through the hell of the north, the humble tyre. And for this most demanding of races, only a very special tyre will do. Wider diameters, different tread patterns, extra puncture protection. These are all must-haves for Paris-Roubaix and indeed for the Flandrian Cobbled Classics. But look carefully at many of the bikes and you may notice 3 letters embossed on the sidewalls. FMB, an almost open secret in pro cycling. Meet François Marie, and these are his boyaux or tubular tyres.
In 2005, I started to manufacture tyres with the aim of making quality tubulars made of cotton and silk, which is a material that's regarded very highly in the world of cycling. Tyres are a part of the bike that are very important for a rider. It's like having good shoes for walking in. If you have bad shoes, you've got problems.
François' workshop is in the sleepy Breton village of Plurien, a far cry from the cobbles of northern France. But his savoir-faire has seen FMB tyres ridden to multiple victories in Roubaix, not to mention the other great cobble monument, the Ronde van Vlaanderen.
In Paris-Roubaix, we've had 6 victories, and we've had 3 wins on the Tour of Flanders. We've also had success and records on the track in the veteran and female categories. We've been lucky enough to have riders using our products and winning.
François' artisan methods are in stark contrast with the world of computerised research and development, wind tunnels and slick mass production units in the Far East. A staff of 4, including himself and his son Renaud, painstakingly make each tubular by hand, the old-fashioned way.
You start making a tubular from a spool of thread. From this, we make a woven fabric which is folded over. After that, on a tubular, there are around between 60 and 70 procedures on each one. It takes around a week to make a tyre. Because there are a lot of stages, sometimes you have to wait, sometimes there's a drying period, sometimes you have to apply pressure on the tyres. 48 hours on a wheel. You have to spend a lot of time on each one.
The success enjoyed by riders using François' tyres can't be denied, but what is it that marks them out from any other beefed-up tubular?
For the construction of the tubulars, we use cotton or silk, and when we put the cloth together, we don't use the vulcanization process. We use a really precise method, a very particular method for binding the threads together, so that they have all the same level of tension, absolutely the same. And this gives much greater sturdiness and greater suppleness to the tyre.
François won't go on the record to divulge exactly how many pro outfits he equips. Many deviate from their sponsor-supplied tyres for the Cobbled Classics. Such are the rigours placed upon them. But FMB's reputation transcends the hell of the north. He enjoys a clientele from the worlds of cyclocross and the track.
We use a very strong cotton, which is really important for cyclocross, which allows the rider to put pressure on and inflate the tyre at his feet, and to be able to get a lot of grip on rough terrain. On the track, we use a different cotton again, which is much stronger, finer and lighter. We've just managed to put together a tyre. The prototype we've just developed weighs 117 grams and could be adapted either for certain speeds or for an hour record attempt.
Speaking of which, could FMB tubulars grace Fabien Cancellara's bike when he attempts the hour record later this year?
I don't know. For the moment, we've not had any contact with Cancellara. But we'd be really happy to have him cycling on this type of tyre. We worked on this type of product before, and we know that we'll need to make really fine tubulars in order to beat future records in the coming years.
Could that be a hint that planning is already underway in the FMB atelier? Cycling fans will just have to watch and wait.